let's flip a coin. Head Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer. Okay, it's Andy Graham of hoboontheroad.com. I'm in Budva, Montenegro, a kind of a tourist area in just across the border, really, from Tirana, from Albania, and I'm going to show you the beach. The beach is a very small beach, so I can actually almost walk it, and I'll show you the situation. It's got a bunch of wave runners out here, and you got every kind of kid activity on the planet here, from little paddle boats to thing. I wouldn't say, right now it's September 23rd, and it's kind of after high season, so you can rent jet skis. There's all sorts of stuff here to do. The chairs seem to rent for right around 2 to 5 euros. That's probably 5 with the umbrella. There's still some sun here. The other day when I came here, I'm making a second video because the first video I made I was probably so disappointed that I probably made it worse than it really is. But it's a nice calm water. I mean, it looks like it's perfect for kids. And on the other side is, when you have the chairs here, it gets to be very expensive to come to the beach every day, because it's going to be 2 to 5 euros a day. But I would say 98% of your tourists here are on 1 to 2 week vacations, and they're trying to escape the northern part of, it's a cheap flight to escape either Russia or somewhere in northern Europe. And you have a lot of Sobe rooms, and you have a lot of little apartments here. It's just packed over there with rooms. So you can actually rent a room by the week, probably from 10 to 30 euros a day. Definitely not, this is not Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro. This is not that beach. And the sand is pretty rough. It's full of rocks. So it's a little bit on the ugly side. It's a little bit on the beautiful side. Almost nobody, I haven't met anybody here that spoke English. So this is not a British beach. This is probably mostly Russians, I think, or people from the local area. You can see that this is not the so these chairs all rent. So most people like to sit in chairs, especially in this kind of beach, because it's never going to get dry sand up here. Excuse me. Basically, what you want in a beach is you want an area where the sand dries off enough that you can lay in the sand or whatever. Right now, in this kind of wet sand like this, there's always like little fleas and mosquitoes-like things. So generally, I always try to get away from it. But it's sometimes nice to have your chair in the shallow water. You can see that I haven't preoccupied on any of the girls here right now. September is definitely not the time to come for girl watching. They have little booths up here on the left where they do massages. So it's a full-on tourist beach. But what's great about it is there's one row walkway that goes all the way along the water, so you can just walk it, and there's another level, another walkway where you can, like a shopping walkway. So that's a real wide one. So 90% of your people are going to be, hello, where are you from? Russia? Where? Bosnia. Ah, thank you. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Okay, I'll probably better wrap this up. You can see that the sand is really not your most beautiful sand on the planet, but you can. Over there to the left is the point of the old fort. Here's the public beach, and just generally a little simple beach. Maybe I'll end this with a view of more beautiful on the beach. Got caught. Okay, it's Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler, and to end this, I want to say this is on the scope of the whole global beach thing. And if you're talking about Bali or Thailand or whatever, this is probably a 2. Okay, it's really on the low end, but it's probably a very cheap flight for a lot of these people in Europe to come just for a trip, and so you save on everything by getting a cheap flight. It's not really, it's more of a family beach. It's more of a old people's beach. It's not your, but during the high season, this may be full of, young girls. I'm sure it is. But what's nice is all these countries in this area do actually lay on the beach, which if you go to Thailand or Philippines, they don't go to the sun because they're not going to get in the sun. So this is some countries that actually go in the sun, and I'm sure you're going to have your fair share of topless girls here during high season. But generally overall, it's about a 2 in the scope of things. But there are some ringers, some good ones.